Hello, my name is Laurel Bill. I'm a third-generation Alaskan and author of the Ant Fills Trunk Alaska History series. Each of my books features a different era of Alaska's history, all told through short stories in a narrative-style storytelling, as well as each book features close to 350 historical photographs. The series came about after my Aunt Phyllis, who is on my cover, passed away in 1993. She was one of Alaska's most respected historians, and I inherited her entire body of work. When I saw what she had accomplished, I knew I had to do something with it. But I also knew that I needed to have the tools to do the job well. So I went back to college in my late 40s and ended up with my degree in journalism and a minor in history in 2003 from the University of Alaska, Anchorage. Thinking I only had one book at the time, I began working on early Alaska, which is book 1. And in book 2, which goes from 1898 to about 1912, we have stories. How many of Alaska's towns were born, how the Iditarod Trail was blazed, how many of the postal systems were set up across Alaska. I mean, how did you get a letter to a guy on a creek somewhere during the gold rush without a postal system? It also features the stories of the first summiting of Denali, which many of you call Mount McKinley. And this one then also goes up to 1912 when the huge eruption in Katmai created our Valley of 10,000 Smokes. In book 3, this one goes from 1912 to 1935. So you have the building of the Alaska Railroad, how Anchorage grew from that railroad, the stories of the Matanuska Valley being settled by colonists. This one ends in 1935 when Wiley Post and Will Rogers crashed and died near Barrow. And then number 4, Ant Fills Trunk number 4. This one features stories from World War II all the way up to statehood. So the bombing of Dutch Harbor, how Japanese invaded the Aleutians, how the American Army got them out of our islands. That was the first time since 1812 when foreign forces actually occupied American soil. And then the struggle, of course, for statehood. Finding oil in the 1950s in the Kenai Peninsula is what spurred Alaska's ability to pay for itself and actually become a state. If you would like to learn more about Alaska's history, please go to www.antfillstrunk.com.